Hello everyone, this is Luke, also known as Spider-Deku here, and I'm just going to let you guys know that this video right here will be very questionable in quality, mostly due to the fact we filmed 2 weeks later than we should have. This video was unscripted, and there are frequent jump cuts, mostly because I had to cut a lot of stuff out because we didn't really get to the point where we got off topic. But either way, thanks for watching our in-depth review, and we hope you enjoy.
Forever fight as one. Assemble, we are strong. Forever fight as one.
Hello everyone, this is Spider-Deku and the Armor Piercer here, and this is our in-depth review of My Hero Academia 2 Heroes.
We are gonna have spoilers, so don't want to be spoiled. Leave now. You're not with us. Leave.
And also, Bakugo fangirls better to leave now. They lost their shit because of this movie.
Ha! The movie starts out with Deku and All Might on a plane heading to the island.
Yeah.
And we actually, I'm not sure if this was supposed to be like him reminiscing or a dream sequence.
Or it's definitely a flashback showing All Might back before he was in like California.
So we got on to the island, and we see some series. The animation in this part is really awesome. We meet Melissa, and the daughter, is niece or daughter, right?
Yeah, daughter of that dude.
Daughter of the friend of All Might that we get introduced to in this movie.
And back then we actually see All Might with eyes. So
yeah, we did see that.
And I asked, wait, so how come like when he gets older, it like his eyes are like shadowed out? And so Deku and Melissa just walk around the lab and talk about stuff.
And then we are introduced to All Might's friend.
I forgot his name.
So did I. Now, but as they're walking towards the lab, the camera zooms out, and on the outskirts of the island, we see someone on the phone. We don't see their face. Basically, we hear a phone ready, everything's ready, yeah. And this is part that if you watch the short review, you would know that I kind of called the twist.
Vaguely, like sort of, kind of, not really.
Yeah, kind of, maybe, not really.
It's not like oh, hey, I'm bad, but...
We were in the theater, and I was like, I was like, I think I know who the villain is. I thought it was All Might's friend. I thought the guy that was on the phone was All Might's friend.
I mean, kind of, sort of.
Okay, but that was wrong.
But we'll get into that.
We'll get into that news.
And so as they continue to walk around the place, Deku and Melissa, then Uraraka,
then Uraraka joins the field.
Depending on who you are, you will either love or hate that. How could you hate that? Some people say she's a boring character in the same way as Minara for Naruto.
So then we get
like this section where it's like they're like it's like this beat robots as fast as you can thing, and then you see Bakugo, Kiryu.
And this is why he said Bakugo fan will be down because everybody cares one thing. This scene, when he sees Deku, he's like,
why the hell are you here? And then he does like Bakugo, stop it. And then and everyone's saying this is pretty much Kiri Baku hentai because they share like a room together. It's not like they're having sex or anything. They're just roomies. And then Kirishima's like, okay, Bakugo won the sports festival, so that's why he's here.
And so we enter to see this rocky field kind of thing, where different people can touch their quirks, see how fast they can get rid of all the obstacles in the arena. Bakugo is in the lead with like 16 seconds?
I think, yeah, like 16 to 15.
15, 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Then Deku tries, and he gets 16 or 17.
And then Bakugo throws a little tantrum because he got in second place.
No. Bakugo is still first until
Right, either way, Bakugo threw a tantrum.
Yeah.
And then we find out Kaminari and Mineta are working around as like waiters.
Yeah, they got jobs as waiters at a restaurant. So then guess who else joins the scene?
Yonezu and Jiro.
And Suyu and Mina.
Well, kind of. They're in like hotels and stuff.
They are in the hotels. Speaking of which, why were Mina and Suyu in there? They were
just thrown in there last second.
Yeah.
And then it continues, and then they go to like this form of Kaminari and Mineta being the thirsty boys they are.
They just lose. They practically lose it. especially when they see how Melissa looks. So then with All Might there was doing like a presentation kind of thing, where he like dressing everybody, like toast to everybody.
Yeah.
Then the villain guy that was on the phone shows up.
And later on, we
bunch of
find out
pros.
that this was like a stage thing. So
They basically, All Might's friend, his partner was Samuel, I remember that.
okay.
Now this is where I kind of call the twist, because we saw it, and it turns out that Steve and his partner Samuel had created a device that amplifies quirks of the villain. Everybody's a quirk.
Of anyone.
Of anyone not weird.
Because, All Might was slowly getting weakened, and he wanted to help him.
He saw that All Might was getting weaker and weaker. He's like, crap, we're gonna lose the symbol of peace.
Because he doesn't know.
I have a convention. And
He doesn't know about one for all.
He doesn't know about one for all.
Yeah.
Hey, he knows about his other form that he has a time limit, but he doesn't know about one for all.
He's like, he doesn't know that it's a thing passed on from generation to generation.
Then we have awesome action scene after awesome action scene.
I was on the edge of the theater. I was like,
banging every time.
dude, because it was so cool.
It was.
It
but
would've
I never almost freaked.
Because I have no chill.
Anyway,
I think the big thing, and then at the end, the villains were actually real villains. They weren't just actors.
it turned their plan was, hey, he goes saying I want to help All Might because his power is weak. We have that invention that we made that was turned down at everybody by everybody.
Yeah.
They fear consequences, which is a legitimate concern.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that Deku's quirk is overpowered, so Melissa gives them this sort of advice.
Right. Back at that mountain thing, where Lockjaw Free, she saw him use Deku's quirk, and she noticed that, because she's smart, she noticed that he's holding himself back on purpose.
Because full cowling's pretty much like Kaioken. Yeah, it's like, he can't use too much.
Fair enough.
And it increases the power, but he can't use too much or it'll break.
Fair enough. And so very conveniently, she just so happens to have this gauntlet bracelets things that turn into like a glove kind of thing. It was meant to hold All Might's power, but it's able to take full power from All Might 3 times. So he's able to use full power, which I really wish they'd bring over.
Yeah, but we gotta get to that part where.
Anyway.
No. And then at the end, that villain dude gets the quirk amplifier thing. So we get the best scene in the movie.
But before we get to that, we're gonna just part that we stopped that. So, when Melissa had to Samuel and then Steve had to discuss it.
Yeah.
So they're getting to the top of the tower to reset the security system because everybody else is tied up or stuck in the building. So Uraraka, they use the work on
Todoroki, Jiro, Human Pikachu, Teenage Master Roshi with grapes.
They all work together to get into the top floor and reset the security system.
And this scene, when everyone's fighting, that was so cool. Yeah, so
now, and then Uraraka uses her quirk on Deku. Melissa grabs on him. They go up. They start to go up. They get there. When they get there and they actually get into the main room with the security system, they see Steve and Samuel. By the way, and they're like, while he's editing this, he's gonna look it up and throw his real name on the screen. Anyway,
most likely, I don't know.
So they overhear Steve and Samuel discussing yeah, we finally got our plan work.
And then Deku and Melissa are like, what's going on? What is this?
Melissa, all confused, runs out there, runs to him and goes, what do you mean by that? So then we get that big anime trope of the villain explaining everything.
With a bunch of stuff in the background,
Samuel actually betrays Steve. Steve's going, but I hired fake villains. So we didn't really do anything wrong. Nobody was ever going to get hurt.
And guess what? They do!
They do! Because it turns out Samuel actually hired an actual supervillain.
Without him knowing, right?
Like the idiot he is. Because, unsurprisingly, villains aren't trustworthy. Who would I call that?
I mean, honestly, it's...
Anybody with common sense, that's who.
It's like, you could have gotten some actual actors, but no. You had to get some guys with actual power that could probably screw you over.
You got that guy who can control metal as the head honcho. So Steve, why do you hire real villains? Then we get a Samuel monologue. Then Deku comes out and he goes, you're gonna pay for this, you're gonna go to jail, you gotta go. Then for some reason, instead of using his quirk, he pulls out his pistol. Then he starts to shoot Santa with the doctor comes in. Gets like arm shot. We get a fight scene in the building with Deku and Melissa, who doesn't really do anything. She just kind of showers and trying to calm everybody down.
Well, I mean, I would too.
That time of course she can't do anything, so it's pretty harmless.
Yeah.
So then we get a fight scene. Deku gets beaten. He gets distracted, and he escapes to the outer building with the doctor. But I think didn't Samuel get killed? Yeah, I think Samuel got killed. You'll throw tags like yes or no or whatever.
Yeah.
So then Deku after getting free of the metal, he goes out to the outside of the building where there's a helicopter waiting for them to leave, and then
This dude comes in, gets the cork amplifier.
The main villain guy. So then we get different transition, even though he's pretty beaten right now. Then Deku joins the scene.
All fight, and then we get the best scene in the movie!
The final scene, actually, we get an awesome fight between two. Everybody's just watching and in absolute awe of this.
I was on the edge of my seat, even more than the other action scenes.
Well, at first it's just All Might versus the villain. Then All Might, because he's using almost all of his power, they trying to keep his muscle form up when he was kept all tied up earlier in the movie. So he gets pretty beaten actually, because the villain has fire on the metal flying around, and then he gets trapped in like a sphere of metal. Then he just jams through spikes through it, and we think he's dead. All Might's dead. Oh no! Then Deku, I think he was enraged by this.
Yeah, I mean, like, I am too, he's my mentor.
He goes out, tries to free him, then All Might turns out he's not dead. Then we get the best fight scene in the entire movie.
This is probably better than the scene where All Might fought the Nomu. It's so close.
It's so close. For me, it's tied between the Nobu fight at the USJ and this.
And also the scene where Bakugo gets punched in the stomach by All Might.
Oh, yeah. The Detroit Smash! Now, it is awesome. And the villain somehow survives it.
And then, like, the glove thing breaks on Deku.
He's doing full power.
And then, like, and then it breaks.
It breaks in the attack, but still awesome.
Yeah, it was still really cool. And I'm just like, so, and
the villain is defeated. He's going to jail. It's awesome. It's super awesome. Watch you slap me.
alright.
Anyway, so then everybody like, are they dead? What the hell just happened? So they go and search and they find them. Everybody rejoices. And that's the end of the movie.
And I mean, now we should just say what we thought about this movie.
Yeah.
You go first.
Now, what's final thoughts about it? This movie was amazing. I loved it. I would totally spend money to see it again. And now, it's not a perfect movie. It's not perfect. There are some flaws. There's some scenes that are slow. For example, the suit, and like we said, Tsuyu and Mina don't really need to be there.
Like a majority of one, it was just shoved in their last.
And most of the UA students that were thrown in had a purpose in this movie.
Kind of, but they just felt kind of forced in, like every single one of them.
Tsuyu and Mina just forced in there.
Yeah, I mean, like Uraraka, Bakugo, I wish they had more screen time because I think it focused a little too much on like Deku and All Might. I understand they're the protagonists and all,
They're the main
but I mean, even then, like in the series, you still get time to know these characters, even if they're bland as shit.
Yeah.
And another thing that doesn't really work is the inconsistent animation. Like, you know, from far off, like the stuff was like shit. But like, you know, some shots look really awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand that lots of anime have like low budgets and stuff. But you'd think for a movie released in theaters, they'd amplify the budget for better animation.
Yeah.
Another thing is, Melissa's to me is a very bland character.
That I mean, she wasn't built up as much. I mean, she was only able. She had split like a 2-hour movie with tons of other characters, so it kind of makes sense that she didn't get a lot of.
But I mean, still, if you're gonna introduce someone new, you should at least try your best to flesh them out without it seeming rushed. Also, lots of people who do not like the Kiri. Everyone said this was a Kiribaku Dojinshi. Since I'm on that, you didn't know. Because you know, Bakugo and Kiri, you know, share a room together, and Bakugo brought him along, even though they don't really have that much interaction in the anime or manga. But honestly, I just feel like Bakugo fangirls are just trying to find stuff to be nitpicky for. Like, I understand that Bakugo is not exactly like he is in the anime and manga, sort of. I mean, like, this takes in between seasons 2 and 3. And even then, like, Bakugo still wasn't screaming just because Deku was present. Like, you know, he just would be like, oh, man, he's here. And he's not gonna be like cocky going, why are you here?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. He'll be like, he's here.
It's kind of like how Vegeta thought of Goku originally. And that's...
Okay. So, final verdict.
This movie is good. It's really good.
Amazing.
It's probably my favorite Shonen Jump anime movie. Probably behind either Battle of Gods or Red. It's like in between those two. And I really hope Dragon Ball Super Girls is awesome.
Oh yes, we are gonna go see that when it comes out.
And we're also
for in-depth review of that.
And also, we're gonna bring along my other friend who loves Dragon Ball as much as we do, Preston. And everyone, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and go beyond. Plus Ultra!